Most of you already know that faire means to do, to make. But what about faire faire? Se faire and se faire faire. I know that they are confusing, so let's see them together. And if you don't know me, I'm Dylan and I'm here to teach you and help you with your French. In this lesson, we are going to start with faire. Faire is the most versatile verb in French, so it can be quite confusing to use it. Let's see it in a few different situations. Let's start with the regular ones, to do, to make. We use faire for faire la vaisselle. Faire la vaisselle, for example. Je fais la vaisselle. Je fais la vaisselle. We can also use it for faire la lessive. Faire la lessive. Tu fais la lessive. Tu fais la lessive. Same for faire le ménage. Faire le ménage. Il fait le ménage. Il fait le ménage. We also have faire les courses. Faire les courses, to do the groceries. Faire les courses. On fait les courses. On fait les courses. Those examples are quite simple. We are going to see more advanced sentence just after. Like I said, faire in French is very versatile and it doesn't always translate to do, to make in English. For example, if we say faire un gâteau, vous faites un gâteau, vous faites un gâteau. Well, here it's to bake a cake, technically. But in French, we are not baking, we are making. The oven is baking. Okay, does it make sense? So we make the cake and then the oven bakes it. It's very specific. Faire is really used for a lot of different scenarios in French. Another way that we can use it is also for the weather. We can say il fait chaud, il fait chaud, il fait froid, or il fait nuageux. Il fait nuageux. We also use faire for sports and activities. Faire du sport. Faire du sport. Ils font du sport tous les samedis. Ils font du sport tous les samedis. Faire du vélo. Faire du vélo. Elle fait du vélo tous les jours. Elle fait du vélo tous les jours. Or it can be an activity, like I said. Faire de la poterie. Faire de la poterie. Cet artiste fait de la poterie depuis plusieurs années. Cet artiste fait de la poterie depuis plusieurs années. Just a quick note before we see se faire, faire faire, se faire faire. You can get the free PDF of this lesson. The link is in the description box down below. You can just go and download it. Back to the lesson. Before seeing faire faire, we are going to see first how we use faire followed by an infinitive. By an infinitive verb, obviously. This is called the causative. We use this type of sentence when we get someone to do something for us. So to the subject of the sentence that we are going to see. It's the equivalent of getting it done by someone else. It will make more sense in a second. It is a passive voice and it's also a way to insist that someone else is doing it, that we are not doing it ourselves. This is very important to understand the next point, which is faire faire. So let's see a few examples before seeing faire faire. We have le patron fait travailler les employés. Le patron fait travailler les employés. So travailler is an infinitive verb. We don't conjugate travailler. Le patron fait travailler. Le professeur fait réciter les élèves. Le professeur fait réciter les élèves. On fait réparer notre voiture au garage. On fait réparer notre voiture au garage. Réparer, okay? Let's see more. J'ai fait changer mes pneus la semaine dernière. J'ai fait changer mes pneus la semaine dernière. The last one. Le maire fait rénover son bureau. Le maire fait rénover son bureau. So you see, he's not doing it himself. He's getting it done by someone else. Faire plus infinitive verb. Now it's going to be much easier to see faire faire. Because this is the exact same use as faire plus infinitive. The only difference is that faire is the infinitive. So we saw quite a few faire at the beginning. Well, this is the ones that we're going to use now. When we use faire as the verb, as the regular verb in the sentence, well, we are going to use it as the second one. Does it make sense? Let's see a few examples you are going to understand. Ils ont fait faire leur gâteau de mariage. Ils ont fait faire leur gâteau de mariage. Do you remember? Faire un gâteau. Okay? So we use faire in a regular sentence. So now that we say that we're getting it done by someone else, we are also going to use faire and faire before that. Does that make sense? Ils ont fait faire leur gâteau de mariage. Je lui fais faire ses devoirs avant de manger. Je lui fais faire ses devoirs avant de manger. Why do we use faire after faire? Because we say faire ses devoirs. To do his homework. That's it. It's as simple as that. So if you understand that faire can be followed by an infinitive verb, well, you understand that it can be followed by faire as well. There are two different faire, okay? Now we are going to add one more thing into the sentence, which is se. We are turning faire into a reflexive verb. So now we have a reflexive causative. It's still going to be followed by an infinitive verb. Se faire plus infinitive verb. Okay? We have the two exact same point as we saw for faire. It's getting something done to himself, to the subject. And we also insist that we are not doing it ourselves, we are getting it done by someone else. Let's see. Je me fais teindre les cheveux. Je me fais teindre les cheveux. So here's the catch. We could say je me teins les cheveux. We could just get rid of the faire, but that will mean that we are doing it ourselves. If we add faire, that means that we're getting it done by someone else. We are at the hair salon, just sitting and relaxing. Make sense? Let's see another one. Il se fait couper la barbe. Il se fait couper la barbe. Okay, so if we get rid of fait, il se coupe la barbe. It's a different conjugation, but it's okay, you can understand. Il se coupe la barbe. So, he's doing it himself. But here, il se fait couper la barbe, someone is cutting his beard. He's not doing it. Okay? Another one. Elle s'est fait punir. Elle s'est fait punir. She got punished. She didn't punish herself. That would not make sense. Okay? Two other one. Beaucoup de touristes se font arnaquer sur les marchés. Beaucoup de touristes se font arnaquer sur les marchés. Se faire arnaquer. So they are not getting scammed by themselves. Obviously, they're getting scammed by someone else. Okay? Se faire arnaquer. Another one. Je me suis fait enlever les dents de sagesse. Je me suis fait enlever les dents de sagesse. Once again, you're not doing it yourself. If you do it yourself, I don't even know what to say. Good job, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure you can understand what's coming now because we have se faire faire, which is still the reflexive causative. Just that, just like faire faire, the infinitive verb that after se faire is simply faire. That's it. The only thing. For example, we have Se faire faire une robe. Se faire faire une robe. Elle s'est fait faire une robe pour son mariage. Elle s'est fait faire une robe pour son mariage. If we say se faire une robe, that would mean that she's getting it done by herself for herself. Here she's getting it done by someone else, but for herself. Okay? Elle s'est fait faire une robe pour son mariage. Se faire faire une manucure. Se faire faire une manucure. Il se fait faire une manucure au salon de beauté. Il se fait faire une manucure au salon de beauté. If he's doing it to himself, we will say il se fait une manucure. But he's not. He's getting it done by someone else. Okay? Il se fait faire. One more. Se faire faire un tatouage. Se faire faire un tatouage. Mon frère s'est fait faire un tatouage. Mon frère s'est fait faire un tatouage. Much easier in English, I have to say, my brother got a tattoo. Very easy. But if we translate it literally, it will be my brother got himself done a tattoo, something like that. It's a little bit complicated. I get why it's hard to grasp for English speaker and for other speakers actually. But when you start from the beginning, when you start from faire and then you go to se faire, faire faire, etc., does make sense. Oh, I hope. That's it for today already. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and I hope you understand all the different faire a little bit better. Let me know if you have any question. I'll be more than happy to help you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It really helped me. And I will see you next Wednesday for a new lesson. À mercredi prochain.